And welcome to my channel, Tools for Ascension by Wolfgang. And I'm Wolfgang, and my gift for you today is a guided meditation where you will find out if you have worked with dragons in past lifetimes. And of course, if they can help you in this lifetime in some way. So the actual meditation will start at this time here. And if you want to skip ahead, but please give me a thumbs up and then leave a message later, if you had a far out experience. Let people know that they're not alone. This is a tribe of people that are watching. So first of all, what are dragons? So, there have been depiction of dragons as well as stories about dragons in pretty much all the cultures around the world, the major cultures around the world. And they sound relatively similar, as well as, the depiction also, look very, very similar. I mean, you might say that humans, make this up because, that's what they learned in their tradition, but when it's all over the globe, that's definitely something. And yet on further investigation, I found out that there is a huge variety, of what is called dragons. And, there were even jet flying machines, that from visiting ETs that were called dragons. But in general, I would say that dragons are spirit beings, and some of them are on a very small scale, like, a little spirit being, dragon spirit being that protects a well, maybe, or an orchard. And then there are huge beings, cosmic energies that are on the level of archangels, and primeval forces. I would say, dragons are non-physical beings, but that have personalities. I mean, energies. Many people see them as energies. So you can see them as, huge energies, some of those, with personality. And, though in their own vibrational realm, they may have, their own physicality. But in general, for us, their spirit means we can't touch them. Noli me tangere. So when humanity, was in five-dimensional consciousness, or in even higher consciousness, and that was in the deep past. So they could interact, with, dragon in a physical way. So there was an interaction of humanity with dragons. And I know this from past life regressions. Many of them are very similar. So, and the similarity kind of, well, is a great evidence that this really happened. So, I mean, every arm has their own physicality, where you can touch things, where there is a resistance. Even 5D or 6 or 7D, of course, it is, on that level is that type of physicality that's perceived through whatever senses are there. In Sanskrit, in Hinduism, it's called Yoga Maya. So there is this Maya, of illusion, let's say, for the normal people thinking that you're not this body, or that you are the body. That's the illusion. You're actually a spirit being and occupying a body like a driver occupies the car. But then, of course, you have to have a functional reality, that you perceive through your senses. And, then this world, it's an illusion. It's built by your own mind, a representation of the world outside. And, this illusion, what you take for the real world, this reconstruction, of the world outside is called Maya. And so well, we got a little sidetracked, but for instance, a little bit more about different encounters I had personally, with dragons. So I did a past life regression with a client, and we found out, that this client was heavily cursed by a dragon, and so we went to the root cause of it and landed up in a arena, fighting arena like Circus Maximus. And he was a giant. He was in the body of a giant. And he was fighting a dragon. Yeah. And, well, that's not the Roman style. So then we checked, who were the controllers of this. And yeah, Alpha Draconians. So if you didn't know, this whole arena blood sport thingy, that came out of Rome is the Alpha Draconian tradition. I've encountered that in the subterranean realms too. So this is not book learning. This comes from direct experience through different clients. Yeah. So anyhow, so the dragon did not know that the giant was forced to kill him, that it was a gladiator. He thought it was personal. So that's why the curses. So once this was straightened out, and understood, they all cleared the curses and we had them liberated, and we called in the cavalry, to straighten this out because it wasn't really legal. And another pretty physical thing that I also saw with a client. So this client was a dragon on Mars, and it was fighting an Alpha Draconian. And so the Alpha Draconian was kind of fighting in a ninja way, you could say, with blades and kicks, punches, tail whipping. And the dragon was fighting in the way of portals. Let's say when a punch came, he would dematerialize, out a portal, and then maybe portal in on the back, trying to get him from the back, from the side, up or down. The Nickelodeon series, The Umbrella Academy, the little guy, he fights in the same way. And that was way before the series came out. And in other past lifetimes, I came across conflict between humans and dragons around territory. In those cases, the humans moved into the physical territory of a dragon, and the dragon would then attack the village, and burning, snatching people. And the dragons saw this as a complete offense. And so this did not end well, either for the dragons or for the humans. The dragons got smoked out in their villages, in their caves, and the villages got burned, humans snatched, and it wasn't funny. But there was also a lot of cursing going on, and this is why we went back, had to liberate those people. Yeah, this has happened also in several past life regressions. So, getting cursed by a dragon is no joke. But I always found in my work, that the dragons were always very reasonable. And once the issue was settled, everything was forgiven and cleared. But I strongly suggest that when you deal with dragons, you always use very great spiritual etiquette, love, and humility, when dealing with dragons. And as always, wear protection. You never know. Make sure you are protected. We talked about a little bit, that there can be small dragons maybe that take care of a tree or a spring or a garden or a landscape. And then there are cosmic forces, huge beings, huge energies. And, well, so if they don't really have necessarily such a physical form, why are we calling them dragons and not angels or spirit beings? Well, the reason is they show themselves as dragons to the seers. They can see them, down, to the finest scale in many times. That's why they're called dragons. Of course, in the case of a cosmic drag, this is a projection into the human mind, as a representation, of their personality, what they stand for. They can't just show like a gas cloud or whatever, So it's a visiting card. It's like a pie chart, that we can communicate with. So in this coming guided meditation, I shall introduce you to your personal dragon. And then maybe in the next guided meditation, depending on the positive response I might get from this one, I shall introduce you to the ultraviolet and violet dragons. Very powerful if you get called to it. So make sure, you are comfortable. Some people prefer to lay down and then can pass out and relax deeper. If you want to stay conscious, I suggest you sit on an office chair with the back support, your feet on the ground. Close your eyes and smile, because we will be addressing Absolute Source. So we asked Absolute Source, and of course our own highest self and our spirit guides, to make sure that everything that happens in this meditation here and from this meditation is going to be for our highest good, in divine harmony with the most benevolent outcomes. Just nod your head. And we ask that we have a great time and that we are protected against negative influences, misdirection, and other manipulations. And that we are open, to truth, that we reject what is not meant for us, and that we be open to the truth. Amen. And now let's just say hello to the Earth Mother. We should always be connected with the Earth Mother when we go higher into the vibration. So imagine drawing her love through your legs or through your back into you with your breath. And then on the exhale, you send your energy to her, releasing all tension. And then you inhale her love into your whole body and above. And you feel as if you're expanding. Just let's focus on that. You feel expanding, and the more you expand, the lighter you feel. And then breathe at a speed that you can hear the air flowing through your nostrils. It sounds like a wave at the ocean. And now when you exhale, you let whatever tension is still with you float. And feel lighter. Then of course you inhale, expand. Feel lighter and more floaty, and release more tension. And on every exhale, you start releasing more and more tension from your physical body, from your emotional body, from your mental body, and your spirit. You become very floaty, floating higher and higher. And with every inhale, you expand more, become lighter, and float into our own higher vibrational consciousness. And now we ask our spirit guides and source and the angels of love and light to clear from us any darkness, any sabotage, any dark thought forms from others, any judgment, any projection, backstabbing, gossip, jealousy, envy, and of course formal curses, and whatever, can be cleared without us having to look at the details right now. Pretty please, and smile, nod your head. Keep breathing. And you expand more and more, and yet also seem to be very, very small at the same time. Now we ask that this beautiful bubble is being created around us. Yeah, and you feed this bubble with the energy that comes from Mother Earth. You exhale to just make this bubble nice and cozy. You can make it iridescent, but it's super tough. Those of you that are more advanced can also pull in the heaven and the earth energy simultaneously into their hearts. And on the exhale, feed this protection, your personal space. And those that know how to access source love, this would be those that have been working with me, fill this bubble with source love. And we ask that those portals be all purified now. Smile, nod your head. And now we ask the devas of the rose, of tulsi, of lily, and lotus to also bring their presence into the bubble. Smile. And those of you that are empathic and sensitive, probably can feel the shift, shifting very loving. And yes, the dolphins are also very loving and playful, and so are the unicorn. Let's invite their energies too. Of course, they have to be approved by your own high self. And here they're coming in. And you pull in their love with your inhale. And on the exhale, you send your love to them. Thank you. And we ask them to guide and protect us and to make sure we have a great experience. And now really smile like an idiot and fill your heart with love. Keep pumping love into your heart. You can get it from Mother Earth, from Source, from the heavens, from your spirit guides. Just pull it from them into your heart. Charge up your heart. Good. Now keep on smiling, and pulling love into your heart. And now we ask that personal drag that is high self-approved, that you have been working with in past lifetimes, and that you also destined, to work with in this lifetime for the highest good. We invite this to pretty much, step in front of you, pretty please. Just nod your head. And yeah, you probably feel this energy coming in. You probably, your own energy will shift, resonating with the energy of the dragon. And now, as a greeting, again, fill your heart on the inhale with love and light and send this love and light to the dragon. Smile, send this love, and you can visualize it in a violet color. This is also a test. Yeah. And then you observe, after sending this love, you observe what is coming back. Is that one squirming? Or is he smiling? Having a positive energy, sending love back. So give it about 3 testers. Okay. Now if you get a lot of love back, that's the real thing. Otherwise we ask them to please leave, and we ask that your real dragon step forward. Okay, and now just I would suggest keep sending love to this dragon. And if there's a lot of love coming back from this dragon, you can actually transition to pulling that love from this dragon into your heart on the inhale, and on the exhale, send your love to this dragon. And we also ask that, your heart please be purified and healed and adjusted, so you can handle this love, and only for the highest good and divine harmony with the most benevolent outcomes. We ask Absolute Source to make sure, and Lord Shiva and Lord Archangel Michael, to make sure that there is no foul place. And by now, this love should have increased. And just keep going back. And that's first question is, are you still in good standing, with dragons in general? Yes or no? And, if there's an upflow of energy, a positive vibe, then you are. We ask for ourselves and ancestors, whatever damage was done, please be clear that they all be liberated once they have done their forgiveness work. And we ask that the ascension teams that working with us, bring them to the Arcturian love healing and ascension temples and help them, with their clearing and ascension. Show them other lifetimes, show them contracts, show them sabotage from the dark side, help them with forgiveness, and perpetrators take to the courts of divine justice that do not want to cooperate. And just keep running that love. So, and let's just find out what this dragon, does for you. Let's keep it very, very simple. So, generally when you get a positive vibe back, that's kind of a yes, and the negative vibe is kind of a no. The stronger, of course, the more of that meaning. And also, dragons are not just one-dimensional creatures, doing only protection or this or only that. Just like a human, you might be an expert plumber, but also can drive a car, do taxes, and mow the lawn, right? And so dragons, they can do all kinds of things, but they like to do and are specialized, on certain things. So, is this one a guardian dragon to you? Yes or no? Oh yeah. So we give him permission, to guard you. On all the evil from missteps, misdirections, etc. Keep on running love. Is this one a gateway dragon? That can open portals and give you access to informations, to places, to dimensions. Huh? And if he is, or she is, we give permission, to open the gateways that are best for us now, and clear all the sabotage, where you're being cut out or cut off from your spiritual supply lines. Keep on sending love. Alright. Now, is this one like a high self dragon? Is this an aspect, of your own soul? Yes or no? And is this one, one of those huge dragons, like a cosmic or a galactic dragon? Yes or no? Keep on smiling and running love. Yeah, my heart chakra is like blazing like anything. Or is this one like more like an earth dragon? Yes or no? And if this is kind of an earth dragon, this is like a local dragon, maybe from a mountain range nearby. I'll have him show you, what kind of a territory, this one governs. Or is this one an inner earth dragon? There's a lot of dragons living in inner earth. Yes or no? And if it is, ask this one to help you with your grounding. Or is this maybe an elemental dragon? Yes or no? And if it is, please show what kind of element. And as a clue, many times, the color will give it away. Right? Blue is, either sky or water. Green is nature, healing. Many times you can go by the symbolism of color. And let's just, ask, what is the real expertise of this dragon? We may not have it hit right yet, so what's this one really good at? And now, let's ask, what did you guys do in past lifetimes together when you were working together? So this, you may get some visions, you may get some ideas and understanding what you did. Let's just give it a shot. Keep on smiling and running that love, so you keep a good connection. And please show us now, how we can work together in this lifetime. Would you please? let's just be really blunt here. So, is this dragon useful and helpful in purification? How about healing? And how about health? And how about protection? And how about strength? And how about wisdom? Can he help you in communication? And big one, how about prosperity? Is this one also into healing the land? And what type of magic does this one like to do? Now, you might have gotten a lot of insight now and be confused a little bit. So what are the first baby steps for you now in your relationship with your dragon there? Okay, and let's ask, is there healing or any other gift that the dragon would like to give to you? Yes or no? And let's ask, what is this gift? And how will it affect you? Or, how to use it? And of course, if it's high self-approved, and it's for your highest good, we accept this now. Amen, amen, amen. Ooh, yeah. Just you may inhale, this gift or to accept this gift, whatever level some people may feel. Shift in the energy. Some people will see things like getting a sword, getting a crown, getting a cape, a throne, or whatever it is. And smile and keep sending love or running love, with this dragon. And be grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Even those sweet little I love yous, if you feel that love, do sweet I love yous. And let's give this dragon, if it's for your highest good and high self-approve, permission to protect you in your dreams, but also to come and to teach you in your dreams and to keep you safe while you sleep. As long as it is for the highest good, pretty please. Amen. And now it's time to come back. So, we thank the dragons and all those beings of love and light that came and assisted in this meeting, in this conversation. And if anything dark or inappropriate came to us, through us, or between us, we like to have this clear. Your energy is your energy, and Wolfgang's energy is Wolfgang's energy. And we ask that any soul fragments and splinters that can be returned to your soul, of course of your own soul, please be purified and integrated. And of course updated. And then protected with the love and light of Source. And if you wanted to sleep, we ask that you have some more wonderful guiding dreams and healing dreams with your dragons. And otherwise, we ask that you be completely grounded now and full of waking day consciousness. 1, 2, 3. Whew. I'm just radiating, blazing. I mean, this was awesome. Just the feeling of it. Even if you don't have any visions, just the feeling is awesome. And yeah, please, give me a thumbs up if you like this meditation. It helps with your YouTube algorithm. And leave some comments. Dragons definitely coming into our life. Their help, where angels sometimes, shy away from helping, I have to say. In my next video, if there's a good response to this one, I make one over the ultraviolet and violet dragons. I've been working with them now for quite a while, and oh my god, they're powerful. And they want to, be brought to the public. Yeah. So these dragons, they can, they're not going by the letter of the law necessarily. That's the good thing. They're not legalese, they're just more, free swinging, so to say. Yeah. So if you are new to my channel, I have more than 300 videos, about different topics. I'm not just doing dragons or clearing curses or karma or cord cutting. I'm all over the place. It's different aspects that you kind of should have, and, for your purification, for your upliftment, for the expansion of your awareness. A lot of covering dust, trauma, and misinformation, has to be cleared, so-called conditionings. And the more this is cleared, the more your own soul, your own perfect self can shine forward, and the more you become like an instrument of Source to work through you for the highest good, which is awesome. When this happens, you get empowered, and, that's life on steroids. Okay, so after this meditation, then we kind of run quickly through the video covers. So if something resonates with you, just go and look for it in my channel. And I'm also available for personal sessions, one-on-one on Zoom or Skype. I get a lot done there. These meditations that you just did, of course they are for free, and they're like shotgun meditations or rail shooter meditations. On each topic, we spend maybe 30 seconds. Now in a personal meditation or session with me, I cannot only explain things to you. I am an empath. I know where your energies are. I can direct them. I can show you, hey, open the crown chakra more, or the left side in your foot is stuck up, and help them, to clear it. I can feel it. So people learn very, very fast. Most of my first clients, run Kundalini at the first session, and nice and sweet, not crazy stuff like Gopa Krishna, drama queen. Yeah, so send me an email or go to the website. All the further information is beneath. Ground yourself before you go outside. Yeah, really ground yourself. Be careful in traffic and heavy machinery. I love you long time. Namaste.